The future of the environment and businesses are closely interlinked. Climate change now poses the biggest and most likely threat to the global economy over the next decade. Market and reputational risk, as well as regulatory pressure on companies linked to unsustainable soft commodity production, means current business practices need to change, with many already exposed to potential stranded assets. So how do we redirect private capital to avoid forest and biodiversity loss, improve the well-being of local communities, and ensure the agricultural sector thrives through profitable business models? Combining the capabilities of banks, governments, and agribusinesses through blended finance instruments is key to transforming the way we finance sustainable land use. The world's first landscapes bond, issued by the Tropical Landscapes Finance Facility and developed by BNP Paribas and ADM Capital, is financing a sustainable natural rubber plantation on degraded land in Indonesia. In the inaugural transaction, a $95 million bond was issued to capital market investors through structured notes of varying tenors and rank. This successful deal helped an Indonesian natural rubber producer scale up production and yield while setting aside part of the concessions for forest restoration, ecosystem conservation, and community programs, with jobs provided to local workers for farming the rubber plantations. An offtake agreement was also negotiated, guaranteeing the sale of the majority of rubber grown. In such a pioneering deal, some form of risk mitigation is required. This is where public finance was crucial, with a partial credit guarantee offering security to some bondholders in case of default, helping broaden the investor base and lowering the overall funding cost of the transaction. The success of this project will increase the appetite of other banks, investors, and agribusinesses to finance projects that combine financial performance with clear environmental and social benefits.
We cannot achieve sustainable development if we can't finance it. And for this, we have to bring both the public and the private sector on board.
There is a need for urgent action and mobilization of private sector capital.
What makes us unique is that we have the access to the farmer, and UN Environment gives us the possibility to provide extra incentives for the farmer to change his behavior day to day.
These and other successful blueprints can then be replicated across the agricultural and financial sectors, reducing the levels of public finance required and turning sustainable agriculture into an investable business proposition.